Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador 1.10 SMP server. Yes, we are here in the Nether, and as you can see, or as you can hear, there's some gas out there waiting to blow off my face, but I'm not going to let them because we're hiding in these tunnels. Yeah, so we're going to do some work in the tunnels to start with. Let me just spin around and I'll show you what I've been up to. I'm down at the Nether hub. But I want to get these tunnels, which that little tunnel goes all the way to the Wither Skull farm. So I want to put in a pretty awesome tunnel that's going to kind of represent it. So I'm using all the blocks that we've got in the farm, which obviously is this red brick. We've then got the normal Nether brick, and we've got the glass in there as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for the roof just yet. But I'm sure we can come up with something. So yeah, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just clearing this out. So I'm going to go all the way down this wall. We're going to go 4 blocks high, and then I'm going to do the same all the way down this wall, which will then make it easy for me just to place these like this, because the thing about doing these kind of designs is you want to make it as easy as possible on yourself to actually build it, and then all I have to do is do exactly the same along the top. So that's pretty simple. One there, and again along the top here, and once I've done all that, it just makes it a little bit simpler to work out where the detail is going to go. So if you look at this pattern, the way we've done it is we've got a pillar, miss 2, then another pillar, so that's easy enough. Miss 2, and that's in the wrong place, but then we can see that. So yeah, so we then have pillar, and that one will go there, and that one will go there. So, and then miss 2 and pillar, and then as we can see on here, this one is just set back. So the easiest thing to do with that is once we got here, like you can see on these, we'll put the pillar in. So miss 1 pillar, and then all we'll have to do is go down here and take those out and put another pillar in. So makes it nice and easy. And the final sort of touches to this is we're going to put a redstone lamp at the bottom, and then we've got red clay behind. So have we got some red clay on us? We have indeed. So let's just get ourselves, that's not red clay, okay. Helps to have red clay. Red clay would be good. Let's just get rid of the sand as well. I've just got that ready to cook a load more up. So red clay. So let's use this one's example, one of these example, this one here, look. So all we're going to do is take out those bits, that's where the glass is going to go. We've got 1, 2 there, the roof, and then we've got to go down a couple here. So the red clay is simple enough, it's going to go 1, 2, and I am trying to infill these. I don't want any sort of holes where things can spawn. So again, anything like that, I'm just going to fill it back in again. And then this bottom bit is purely where we are going to put the other items. And again, I don't have anything on me. I'm going to have to make some more levers. Let's just do that quickly. You can see I'm prepared. I'm totally prepared for this, as you can tell. So let's make ourselves 4 more levers, and I'm going to have to go and get a load more supplies. And I'm using a stone block down here because if someone's suddenly tunneling underneath, I want them to know that actually it's a block that matters because it's got that on top of it. But I don't think I've got any more redstone lamps. I think I'm completely out of those, and that's what I needed to go and get. So yeah, so all it will require is a redstone lamp to go here, and it will be powered, and then I'm just infilling that with glass, and I'm just going to do that all the way along here. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of mining to go, a little bit of collecting all this, but it's got to be done really, because the idea is when I've got all this complete, I had to think about what's going to be the best way to do it, because we could do something like this, you run really quick, but we're going at a diagonal, so you can't do it. And the same with boats, you can't really have a diagonal boat track because you end up clipping the walls. I guess you could have it quite wide, but I'm going to go with rail track. That's probably going to be an option. I might consider boats, but I think the trouble with boats is you've got to stay in the centre. If you hit the sides, you're completely stuffed. So I think I'm going to go with a rail track. So we're going to get a rail station in here, and because it's diagonal, again, we're going to have to sort of be backwards and forwards across it, because you can't just go in a straight line. You need powered rails, and every time you need a powered rail, you're going to have to go off an angle. So yeah, so we'll work that out. But for now, I just wanted to really start getting this going. So I think I'm going to carry on and build the rest of this. You've seen how we're doing it, and I'm not going to bore you by placing 1,000 blocks on camera. And I think I'm just about done. So as you can see, there's a lot of tunnel here. I'm not actually done. I still got this little bit here to do, but that's fine. We'll just leave that there for storage, although we might move it along here, because let me bring you along this tunnel. In fact, before we do, let's just have a look at this bit down here, because this is what I want to do. We've made it nice and wide, but I've still got a bit of an issue, because I want this to be rail track. I think that's going to be the easiest way. And so we got some rails here. Let's just put these in. So the idea would be we would have a rail track here and perhaps a booster there, and we'd have a button, and we'd press the button, that would light that up, and we'd zoom off. Now the center of this is down here. Okay, so that's great. However, if I kind of put these here, it goes over then to one side, which isn't necessarily what I want. So I don't know if that's the right way of doing it. Or do we go a slightly different route where, in fact, let's just break these up because they're turned anyway and put them back. So I guess the alternative would be go that way there and like that, but that's quite a long winding one. I don't know, but then that would be easier in terms of making these a powered rail. So we could have sort of, you know, powered rails every now and then going along. So we could have perhaps every other one would be a power rail. I don't know. So I've got that to figure out. And one of my options was that we perhaps have it going down one side and then we build it up. I don't know. It's something I've got to decide on aesthetically. So what I might do is lay this track down a little bit further and then give it a test and give the other one a test. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But come and have a look down here. Let me introduce you to someone, because what I've done is I've put these windows up here, but of course we go through another fortress, and there it is. So there's part of the fortress that we go through. And then we pick it up again here, so that's one end of it there, and then we got this end of it here, and here we have a blaze trapped in some glass, and we have named him to the official blaze. I think we can take that out. Yeah, so you can see him now, the official blaze. So the official blaze is there, trapped, but then we also have somewhere along here, no we don't, he's gone. Oh, that's annoying. We did have a wither skeleton, which was in there, and that's a bit of a pain, because he was named and everything, and yeah, he's gone. Oh, that's a shame, because I wanted a couple of mobs in here, you see, just to sort of make it look right, but we'll have to see, because if that's going to disappear as well, then we can't do that, but hey. So yeah, I've kept it. I thought it looks quite good when we, you know, as you're travelling down here, you'll be able to look into these places. And then I've got as far as this bridge bit, but I haven't got any further because, well, this took me an absolute age anyway, especially getting this red nether brick. It's you've got to grow all the wart to get it, and yeah, so I've kind of just sealed this off here so gas can't blow it up or anything like that, but we're then in the open. So at some point we've got to build a bridge. That's going to be the next thing, to build a bridge across here. And I'm thinking, do we bring it up from the top? But I think that could be tricky with that bit there, so I think we'll make a bridge across and then perhaps hang it from the ceiling or something like that. I don't know, or maybe even use lava as a sort of holding on. I'm not quite sure yet, so that's you know, if you've got some thoughts on that in terms of a nice nether bridge going across here, then that would be really cool. But something I want to do down here, let's go through this little bit. So this little bit is going to look identical to the rest of it. That's going to be easy enough, and then that should bring us out down here in the minecart, where we can then dismount. In fact, the minecart will probably take us all the way in to the actual fortress, and you can probably see I've cleared a little bit more of this away from here, which is really cool, because now we can see. And who's that? That's Jeffy Jeff down there, I believe, getting attacked by pigmen, and yes, I think he's upset the pigmen. So does he need any help? I don't know. We shall see. Let's see if we actually get hit by pigmen ourselves as we come in here. Let's see. Don't think so. Is he using my sword? No, he's not. So we'll take that just in case. So what I would like to do is use this, because look, let's look. 51 skulls. We got 51 wither skulls, and so the guys can come here and they can do all this like Jeffy's doing there now. He's using the farm, and you know, it's sort of, it's okay. But if you just want an extra skull, maybe I should be selling my skulls. That's what I ought to be doing. So that's, I think, he looks like he's coming towards me. I'm not so sure, but yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is set up a little farm here, where we can, you know, set up a farm, set up a shop where we can sell off our wither skulls, because I'm not going to be using 50 odd wither skulls anytime soon. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Is he coming for me? No, that's okay. He's friendly. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is put them possibly up here. It's one up from where we were before. Let's get rid of this guy. There's another one in there. Hey, dude. And you go away. Help if I hit him. Yeah, so what we'll probably do is just set one up in this space here, because over here we've got a space where we're placing the potions. So it would probably be quite good to have a space here where we can place the farm, or place the shop even. There we have it, our little skull shop, and I think we've got our first customer here. He obviously wants to buy a skull. So I thought, rather than placing it here, I did think about placing it here, but it just seemed a bit too big an area. Plus there's always that sort of, you know, something coming through here and destroying things, which I didn't like. So I kind of made it here, out of the way. But again, quite noticeable. So when people come up here and they're fighting, they might go, oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll buy a skull rather than, you know, sort of farm it anymore, especially if you're after that last skull. So anyway, they're there, and I've still got an absolute ton more. Even though we've got that full chest there, we've got another 23 there. I just got 3 more whilst I was just down here with Jeffy. I gave one to Jeffy because it was him killing them at the time, and I thought, well, it's your skeleton, so I just happened to kill it because I wanted to try and get out of there, and I couldn't. It was in my way, and it gave me a skull. So yeah, I think it's quite good, but we really do need to do something about the spawn rates around here. I say I've cleared some of it out, but not all of it. So there are some other areas, and I need to. Oh, hello! Interrupting me like that. Yeah, I need to. I got thorns on. Do this lower section, because we've got a little bit here which is yeah, it's not quite right. We need to fill out these paths here and fill this lower section here. I'm not sure whether we're actually going to go any lower or not. I haven't tried it. We might set up a little spawn pad just to see, but I know we can't go any higher because I trialed that and we certainly couldn't get any more out of it. So yeah, we might do a lower one just to see have we got the maximum, because I think we've got 8 floors here. And I've done this top area here like this. See if we can kill these guys, because I've not got any fire resist potion on at the moment, which I probably ought to do, but I haven't. Yeah, so oh God, look how they just spawn while you stood here, which is pretty good, I guess, really. It's nice to know they're within spawn distance. These are the pain, though. And yeah, I think this looks pretty good with just the solid glass on the top there. Oh, hello. How did you get up there? Oh, you probably spawned over there, didn't you? So, yeah, so we need to do something about it. I say I've cleared off some of it, but I haven't cleared off the rest of it yet. So, just a few little jobs to do around here, getting this looking tidy, and then, yeah, hopefully we can start working on this outside area and the rest of this fortress, so it, I don't know, it spawns better. All floors now actually have their lovely area there, and I've actually cleared away pretty much all the way around the outside, the perimeter of this, so there is no netherrack touching this at all. As you can see, this building kind of pokes out a little bit, so we've got to do something about that redstone that's now uncovered. And I think what I'm going to do is put another floor on the bottom of this, see if any of these mobs spawn on it. If they don't, then that's absolutely fine. I'm going to use it to put the nether wart farm underneath it, so because we are still needing a fair bit of that for the tunnels and everything else, so you know, it wouldn't be too much harm to do that. And I think what I'm also going to do is get another beacon, and I'm not sure whether we'd have 2 separate beacons or 2 beacons together at the end, or I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll put them at the other end, but I want to put speed on there as well, so just to help running around this place, because it does take quite a while running around, so it would be nice if we had a bit of speed too on there, that we could run around quite nicely. So that's pretty good though. I'm glad I got all that sorted out. As you can see, we've got more chests full of netherrack now from where this all came from, and as you can see, it goes right up. We've cleared that away, so maybe we'll choose something else on the rest of this, like TNT. That might be a way of clearing it all out, because we've certainly got loads of stuff. That looks a bit odd hanging there. Might have to clear that out as well, but yeah, pretty good. I'm quite happy with that, but I think we have kind of run out of time at the moment, so let's turn around there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, and if you've got any solutions for the minecart going through, any ideas for that, I'd love to hear them. And we'll see you here next time on the new Eriador server. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye bye.